So we got a little time to sit down and chop it up. Before we get going, I have a gift from you. You know, not from you. I have a gift for you. You know, I have a few partners that I work with, and I think this is something that will really tie into your Pilates life and just your everyday life. So
yeah.
I got you a bag right here.
A bag?
You know, who doesn't love a good bag?
Who doesn't love a bag?
So it's from my people over there at Arctic Zone. It could be a yoga bag. It's also insulated. So you can put, you know, your mat in it as well as your lunch in it. I got a couple things.
Not a sport mode.
Come on now. Put that thing in sport mode.
Oh my gosh, there's stuff in there.
Yeah. So I got you a cup.
Oh my
Arctic Zone cup. Insulated and everything. Take your smoothie or whatever to the gym.
Oh my gosh, I literally did that this morning. That's so crazy.
Put your fruits and different things in. It has a whole bunch of different compartment and
we love for meal prepping.
For meal prepping.
The best.
And of course our BBU. BBU chicken sandwich flatbread. Got you with an ice pack just to keep everything cold as well. And then of course got you with the Evermore hydration. So
love this.
Just wanted to send you off with a little something.
And it's the perfect color. We love. Oh my God, thank you.
No problem.
Makes me like want to go on a little picnic or something. I'm excited. It makes me like almost want to cook.
almost want to cook. Wow.
I'm kidding.
So just from the recipe and stuff like that, from what we cooked, how do you feel? Do you feel comfortable with what you did today? That you could do it by yourself and just talk about that to your people.
No, I'm just kidding. This recipe today, the BBU chicken flatbread.
Yeah.
Like, I've never felt comfortable in the kitchen, but I really feel like this is the perfect entry point for me to start at. Like, literally chopping up the ingredients, that's doable, right? Turning on the oven, turning on the stove, doable. Right. Really, the hardest part, like you said, is just cooking it and seasoning it. That's it. And then you put it on, and that's the fun part, putting it all together.
Layering it all up. And you can also, I know we cooked them on the stove. I know you said you're the air fryer queen as well. So you can also cook both of those things in the air fryer.
Really?
The chicken and the jackfruit. So. Wow. Yeah, to make it even easier.
Even easier. That's
sure.
Amazing. Yeah, well then I will definitely be trying this because, sometimes the stove can be a little scary.
Right. So I know your fan base has some questions for us.
Yeah.
So let's see what they got, what we can give them that they asked us, as well as letting them know a little bit more about us.
Yeah, so we polled our Pilates Body Hotties community, and it seemed like everyone wanted to know more about how to create or where to find more healthy recipes. I feel like so many people, they have like their favorite pasta, their favorite pizza, and they're like, how can I just make this a little bit healthier but still taste good?
So I mean, to answer part of the question, where to find it is here. We'll work out something to where we create different recipes and things like that you guys can follow and implement that we're eating and has been tested on other people as well, and find out more things here. But the only way you get that is if the views are right and y'all's interaction is right, saying that you want it and not just all about the talk. Another thing is just finding out what you really like and what's good for your body. Some people might say pasta isn't good for you, but some people might do well with pasta and not eating a whole bunch of it, but eating it the right way and at the right time. Exactly. And things like that. So really the main thing is finding what's good for your body and what works for you and your routine. I know me and nutritionists have a love-hate relationship. They know the science behind a lot of things, but it's all about also knowing your client and knowing your body and knowing yourself. So that's the main thing for finding something that works for you.
Yeah, for me, I'm like, okay, what are my favorite things? Right. Like cake, cookies, like carbonara, chicken parmesan, like, anything bad, like is a fried chicken sandwich, like French, anything bad, I love. But like, what is maybe like for your athletes, say something simple that you do to those dishes to make it a little healthier? Or
so like we said even in the beginning, like your French fries and your chicken sandwiches, do it in the air fryer. So really the bad, quote unquote bad part about fried things is the oil that you're cooking it in. So if you're air frying it, that eliminates part of it. So The only other thing you got to worry about then is the breading. So you're not going to always have a win-win-win situation.
Yeah, of course.
But you got to take your wins and your losses accordingly to how you think fits for you.
We got to be realistic, right?
Right.
You're not going to win them all, and you want it to taste good.
And if you just try to go cold turkey and cut out everything, you're going to set yourself up for failure.
Yeah.
Because once you have one taste of
the real thing,
you're like, let me just one more day won't hurt. So then now you're on a snowball effect type of thing. Yeah. So do everything in moderation. Don't try to just go cold turkey on anything. And it's all about creating a lifestyle, not a diet. So.
Yeah. Well, I feel like these flatbreads are like literally the epitome of creating that lifestyle.
Right.
Like, it's delicious. It's so good. It's easy to make, and it's healthy. Like, that's crazy. It's like the perfect storm.
This is the only way you get the win-win-win-win.
Yeah, I know, right?
Only in this situation. So tell people that aren't all the way hip to your story and don't fully follow you, just how you got into like Pilates and everything like that. Like what?
Yeah.
What got us this?
What got us here?
Right.
How did we end up here? So, I used to be a professional dancer. Mm-hmm. That's how I got into Pilates. I've been doing Pilates for like almost 6 or 7 years now.
Okay. Oh, dedicated.
Dedicated. It's an everyday. It's a lifestyle.
Okay. I'm gonna have to give you a little Pilates.
Right? Actually, my first clients too were athletes.
Really?
Yeah. So I kind of, like getting into it and seeing what their bodies need.
Right.
It's so interesting working with people who have this crazy ability, right? And so then I kind of just like snowballed from there, got even more into Pilates, went on Love is Blind.
Right.
And then we ended up here.
Right.
We have such a great community now, people who love Pilates, who are really looking to like start their health and wellness journey. Mm-hmm. And I feel like food is such a huge part of that.
For sure. So I know Love is Blind isn't who you are, mm-hmm. but just talk about how that impacted where you are now and situations that you've learned from, and even just branding and marketing and things like that. Like, just speak about that side of things.
Yeah. So Love is Blind taught me a lot. First of all, seeing yourself on TV is like absolutely traumatizing.
They say the camera put on 10, 15 pounds, but y'all just pray for us right now. We're just on the camera right now.
Because we do, exactly.
So I'm really a little 10, 15 lighter than this.
Yeah, so it taught me a lot, about myself, about interacting with others. I really feel like it was a huge learning opportunity for me. And it really kind of like launched my business. I've been teaching Pilates for years and years and years, and really wanting to expand on that and kind of bring Pilates to maybe populations or people who wouldn't usually have access to that. So that's why we've got my YouTube now, where I give free workouts. We're launching my app soon. Hopefully you can do more food stuff on there.
Yeah, we don't have a little Chef Hoppie and Raven button you just hit.
Whole little section.
Right.
So yeah, I think Love is Blind was a huge launching point for me to be able to bring Pilates to more people. And hopefully that can be something they carry with them in their day-to-day lives.
For sure. You have any questions for me?
Yeah, I was actually going to say, and I kind of heard you talking earlier about like philanthropy and how you want to affect the community. And I'm assuming we come from similar backgrounds and have a similar perspective on the communities that we're a part of. And, health and wellness, fitness and food are huge parts of that. So kind of what are you doing,
So I'm a little bit all over the place. That's where I make my money, or not even just monetarily wise. When I say make my money, that's where I thrive.
Yeah.
Just being able to be versatile and be what's needed at the time. So at the time, it might be for me to be in the kitchen. At the time, it might be to help a single mother who has 3 or 4 children that don't have the right size clothes to fit them, and make sure they're good and have everybody in a comfortable position, or go feed the homeless and things of that nature, or just even kicking it with you and my friends, and just going bowling and making sure everybody's in a good vibe. So I'm whatever I need to be at the time, but I make sure I'm all over the place. It's not always good for me, but they always say take care of yourself, take care of you, man. I'm taking care of myself, but the way I take care of myself is taking care of everybody else. So it's hard for a lot of people to understand that, but that's basically me in a nutshell is being what I need to be at the time.
Yeah, I love that.
And another thing also is, you know, I grew up cooking and baking. So my mom made sure that she got me into the school called Young Chefs Academy.
Okay.
Where I went to whenever I was 12 and I ended up teaching there whenever I was 16.
What?
So that kind of was really like my catapult right there. So I've gotten back in contact with the CEO and owner of Young Chefs Academy. So we have some things that we're working up, that we're cooking up. To be able to help kids that have the same passion as me but don't have the opportunity. So try to send them back to the school and so that they can grow, and then, you know, I'll come in, drop in and do some work with them as well. So, you know, that's really one of the main focuses that I have right now in my philanthropy aspect of things, of really, you know, getting the next generation ready and being what I needed at the time.
Literally, I just got chills. Like, that is so amazing. So amazing.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Anytime I like have moms, and a lot of times like moms and their daughters will like do Pilates, and it's just so moving to see and feel like maybe you could have some impact on the next generation, and hopefully like they can be a little bit better and just have a little bit more resources than we did.
Definitely.
That's what's important to me, because that's really how you change communities, you change minds about things, and it's amazing.
So with the moms and the daughters, are you gonna do something with that? Do you have something that you're putting together that you wanna give us a little sneak peek on?
Yes. Oh my God. First of all, we love the moms. If you're a mom and you've got Pilates Body Raven content, please send it to us.
Send it in right now.
Send it in right now. But yeah, moms are a huge part of our community, which I love, because like I'm not a mom right now, but I'm so here for it. And we're working on tons of like Mommy and Me programming, different like Mommy and Me classes with lots of like groups for underserved women and underserved families. So that's something that's super huge on my heart, and like I feel like the perfect way to kind of bring something to these communities that might not have it.
Definitely. And after that's going for a little bit, I want to come in and do some Pilates to show that, you know, just Pilates isn't just for women.
It's for everyone.
Or a certain look or things like that. But there's also a connotation going around that it's only for women, or it's not manly to do Pilates and stuff. But your favorite athletes are probably doing Pilates
all the time.
I'm gonna let you know that now. So I want to come in and test the waters and get right and add that into my daily routine as well.
Right. It's about mental, physical health.
Right.
It's all intertwined and goes together. So
for sure. Something we got to do for sure. So, you know, we did our barbecue, but the reason why I did the chicken and the jackfruit is to show the alternatives that are out there that a lot of people don't know are there, or that the things they can do with it. So the jackfruit is one of the biggest ones that is like chicken. Of course, you know about your mainstream things. I say mainstream because it's what some people might already know about with the tofu and you know, turning the cauliflower into rice, or even if you season up your cauliflower and put it in your air fryer and then toss it in a little buffalo. Now you got you some buffalo chicken nuggets. Hey, just a quick little thing. I had to just throw it out there on you.
It's a whole free recipe.
Right. So maybe that's what we'll do next time.
Yeah, that sounds delicious.
So just different alternatives to the people who are focused on going plant-based and vegan, but also want to eat well and things of that nature. So there's a plethora of things out there. I can't list them all right now off the top of my head, but even with the jackfruit, it does have protein, and there's like a lot of things like shiitake mushrooms. If you could fry those up and it's like chicken strips or things like that. Or even if one of my favorite things to do that I cook for one of my clients all the time is kale, but turning it into chips. So you take your kale, put a little olive oil on it, and season it up, and you put them in your oven on roast on a high temperature, and they'll crisp
on 450.
On that 450, and they'll crisp up, and then you're tricking your brain to thinking you're eating chips because of the texture, but really you're eating kale. So it's just different things like that where there's a whole lot of different alternatives. A lot of people look at my social media and think, oh, it's unhealthy, and all that. That's just that's just there, okay? But there are healthy alternatives and things. Just because it doesn't always look healthy doesn't mean it isn't healthy. And don't forget, you can season your stuff, man. Don't let the people tell you you can't season it or it's unhealthy if it's seasoned. Just season how your body is accustomed to eating and the way that you would like it. I would rather you eat the food seasoned than to not eat the food because it doesn't have any seasoning.
Yeah. And it's all about balance. Like, you want to enjoy your food. That's what's going to make you come back to it. Right. If you didn't really like it, then maybe in a week or two, you're going to be like, you know?
I'm going to leave that meal prep in there.
Exactly.
I ain't going to touch that.
Exactly.
Right.
Me. Okay, to wrap up our... What are they? BBU?
BBU.
I keep wanting to say.
Not BBL.
I was about to say that. To wrap up our BBL.
You need 6 months, really, but.
I did. Okay. To wrap up our BBU flatbread video today, I am going to end this with 3 questions. Are you ready?
Let's do it.
Okay, number 1, what is your personal favorite meal to eat?
To eat or to cook?
To eat.
To eat, I think I love Caribbean jerk / jerk food. So like jerk chicken, jerk oxtails, things of that nature.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I was not expecting that. Okay.
Yeah, a little beef patty or something. If you're making beef patty. Yeah, you know, just try to,
It's giving tropical.
Right. That's ready to be. Put the little beach behind me or something.
Okay, number 2, what is your most requested meal to cook?
It depends on if we're doing during the season healthy foods or if off season we can have a couple cheat days. But we'll go with the cheat days because we've been real healthy today. I think either my fried chicken. I have a crazy recipe that I created called churro chicken, where it has a little sweetness to it, but it's so that's like crazy right there.
Okay, we need to do that in the next video.
Yeah. We'll get the churro chicken busted. So yeah, the churro chicken for sure, or oxtails.
Really? Wow. Oh my gosh, those are like.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Okay, last question, best question. Who's your favorite Pilates instructor?
I don't even know what Pilates.
He's like, who?
I'm saying, what? I've never even heard of Pilates before, guys. Like, what are we even talking about here? Why don't you even ask me that question? Like, that doesn't even make sense. Boom! Put it on the screen. I want the at. I'm not even gonna say anything. I want the at right there. Put a at, even though y'all follow already. Put a name. Put the subtitles and everything.
Period.
Raven. That's what I'm gonna say right now. That's all I'm gonna say right now. But you thought we was wrapping up? No, I have one thing for you.
Okay.
So let's close out on giving an inspirational word or a motivational thing to leave with somebody that they can take other than just the food.
Ooh. Okay. Yeah. My best piece of advice is to always start small. Start with your BBU, right? Start with your air fryer. We're not going crazy. We're not doing cold turkey. Start small. It's all about balance.
For sure. I like that.
Okay.
That's great right
Oh my God.
Y'all let us know if y'all want more content like this and stay tuned.